Hello people, right, now once again apologies for the mess on this chart, but this is what I do, how I do my analysis. Rather than clean the chart down from yesterday's work, which was the old resistance here in pink became new support, price pushed up, old levels way over here as well, resistance, acting as resistance, and resistance over here acting as support, ultimately acting as support. And if we spread it over, pull it over rather, to that level, you can see it acted as support again. Now you will also notice these levels, or you might notice these levels I've put on the charts now, because I'm looking at this wondering where price is going to go back to in order to potentially get another entry. So you can see I've got an ascending trend line connecting that to that, and then potentially will get tested again as price comes down, and then tighten the lines up rather than using moving averages, which is all these are really, is visual manual representations of the moving average as the price tightens up and stops pulling back so far. And as you create a new bar, if you're not familiar with new moving averages, then the number of bars is what represents the periods on a moving average. Now all these lines, when I'm way up here, I need to know where price is likely to come back to. So all I do is go onto the left hand side of the chart and see where we are in relation to the last known areas of support and resistance. So we've got a daily high from 2018 way over on the other side of the chart. I'm not going to complicate things and go over there, but all I look for is weekly highs, daily highs, and then H4. I'm not too worried about going down the H1 route and M30, because that is just too over the top. And then what I do is highlight them so I can quickly see what recent lines I've done. So we've got a, well, I'll hover onto that yellow one. We've got an H4 high from the 16th of January 2018, and then the next level is that daily high. So you can see there was a massive gap there, and look what happened when price pushed up between that gap. It just shot up. You know, this is no coincidence. And old gaps here, daily low from 2018 that would act as resistance to the price. Old support, remember, acts as resistance, and then what happens when it breaks it? It pops up to an old daily high on 2018 as well. And this is why actually I'm just making this video, so you can see how old levels act as superb levels to trade to and from when you are sort of coming back into ancient history, if you like, in terms of this is ETH USD, in terms of understanding where price might go. So in this instance we've hit a level up here, which I'll hover over it because you can't see it, an H4 high of 2018, 15th of the 1st, and consequently I've drawn everything in that I can see above the price way back as well. So another daily high there, then another daily H4 high there, and an H4 high there, and as you can see we go on, and then we go to all new levels. It'll be way over on the left, because that's the highest high it made at 14.19 on the 13th of January 2018. Not sure whether I did put anything else in. No, I didn't, because that would have caused a major, well, I'll show you actually. Daily chart, scroll off, and then you can see what happened. We hit these highs and then price came down again. So excuse me, massive area of resistance. Go to the weekly and you can see what I'm talking about there. And then over on the, because that wasn't an all-time high. Oh, it was an all-time high actually. We're reaching all-time highs. Let's see whether there's another high on that up there. No, there isn't. So interesting. Yeah, we're approaching all-time highs again. So personally, you would have thought they would have tested, because you know, test and retest is my mantra, and you know, you can't trade my thoughts or even your thoughts. We just trade price action. So as you can see now, we come down again to an H1 chart, and we can see those levels above, and look at this gap. This gap to the next significant level of resistance, apart from H1s and M30s and stuff obviously, is about 300 points, I think. So what that says, or is that 3,000? I can never remember. 300. What that says is the price is going to, no, it's 3,000, I think. The price is going to that next level. That's it. And then it's going to mess around with these two levels here, and then potentially try and test that final area up there. So, you know, that's it. We've got an area where price might come back to test. It likes to test old resistances on the way up as support, and the yellow lines are resistance levels. And as you could see on the way up, it likes to test old support to see whether they will hold as resistance. Or old, that's my dog dreaming in the background, if you can hear that squeaking. The old supply tested to see whether it'll act as new demand. That's supply and demand, support and resistance. So that's what I think might happen. The highlighted levels are recent levels I've drawn in order to see whether price may well come further back. So as you can see, we've got an old resistance that may be tested as support, but it looks like whatever is around here has held support, becomes support. So possibly another retest of that, and then continue up. If it comes down further through that, then this is the area I would expect it to test, this old H4 high, and there's a flip zone in there as well. All these levels are taken from way over on the left, January 2018. So that's it. That's my plan. Just watch what goes on, use the alerts again, and then just follow what the RSI histo does. You know, you can see how powerful it is when we get the bust up, pullback, break and close, and it just goes on and it goes on. Here's another one, a good one here. Let's just dig that one out. Bust, pullback, final break and close, and then that big old beast of a move there. What you must also remember is that this is an M15. You could have potentially got involved in this trade based on M5, because whilst I talk about getting 3 candle reversals and waiting, you can, once you know price has reached a bottom as it were, you can attack the new reversal levels up. So you know, you will see this time and time again, and once you understand what's going on, like here now, we could have got in at that level there because we've got an M5 bust, break and close, or even right down here, there's the bust, all the pullback stuff, and the larger green candle, that one there that the line's on here I'm talking about, triggered the new move up. And as you can see, you've got your trend low, high, high, low, high, high. Probably looks clearer on the line chart. Yeah, just busted these two highs here. That's an uptrend, low, high, high, low, high, high. That high was broken by that high, and as you can see, price continued up. So always use your line charts, your candles, and the RSI histo is the beast that really helps us enormously. So all I can say is, you know, as I said yesterday in the video, This isn't 100%, obviously you can't have anything that's 100%, but it gives us a roadmap to trade by using support and resistance, supply and demand, historical stuff on the left hand side to work out where price might go. Huge gap here, so it's Sunday, and I'm not sitting in front of charts all day long just to demo trade this cryptocurrency. But saying that, we have to learn how these prices move, learn how they respect the support and resistance, learn how they respect the indicators that we choose to use, and then when it's finally time to go live, you've got the confidence of months and months of watching and learning. That's just the way I do things. Works for me. Do whatever works for you. That's it. What can I say? I don't think there's anything else to say about this. Yeah, so it could come down deeper to here, it could come down deeper to here, it can come down to these old historical levels, although I think this one has already been tested, so something like that maybe. Order of the day, or it might just fly. Now we shall see, but this is how I like to plan my trades, and it works for me. 3 candle reversals, RSI histo break and close, watch bust break and close rather. Watch for divergence and stuff as well. Still masses of power on this. There's no divergence to the long side. I talked about H4 divergence yesterday, and that's still sort of in play. Higher highs making lower highs over here, so we have to be careful. Even the daily's starting to run out of steam now, so might be time for a massive pullback. So that's it, guys. Sorry for the mess on the charts. Hope it is okay for the guys with a bit more experience about what I do. If you haven't, don't just ask questions that will have been answered in the 700 or so videos here. Please do your research. I've set up a playlist on YouTube with all the basics there. There is actually a section with basics. Then you've got 3 candle reversals, you've got the 2B reversal. Use the search facility on YouTube, use the search facility on Twitter, and I hope it helps. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, what's left of it.